Hey, did you hear about our next stop? But Pom Pom said the banquet we were... Huh? Is that... that Don Hung. Let's go to his room and talk.
Is this a letter?
Don Hung! Branya just sent all of us a message. Did you see it yet?
Yes, I saw it.
Then why didn't you reply?
I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood for...
Don Hung, I'm the one who should be sorry. I was being too pushy.
It's great that...
Okay, rest up. You're not allowed to miss the next Trailblaze expedition.
I'll be there.
He won't budge, huh? Looks like it's just the pity. He's gonna miss out. I know, but it's still a shame. If only Himeko could... At his age, he might... Why don't we go ask Himeko to... You've been on the Express for a while now, but you...
Hey, March. That's a big smile on your face. What's the good news?
Himeko, there's a celebration coming up on Eurillo 6, organized by the Supreme Guardian, and we're invited to go take in the sights and sounds. Don Hung won't be going anywhere for a while. Considering how you helped us out with Cocolia...
So that explains the grin. You're excited about the celebration. Thanks for the invite, but I'm afraid my hands are full right now. Please, make the most of the festivities. You've earned it. You two and Don Hung did help save Eurillo 6 after all.
Navigators really do have their plates. Let me go pack some stuff for the trip first. Come and find... What do you think about my new dress? It's actually not new. I just never had... This kind of event doesn't come around every day. Why shouldn't I dress for the occasion? You're not really gonna wear that same old outfit. Let's just pretend I never said anything. Pajamas, hot water bottle, pom-pom doll. Wow, that was fast. You do seem to travel light. But don't you at least... I was just taking a look at Mr. Yang's records, and it seems like I wouldn't call it livable. Just ready to go? Belobog, here...
Galabon. 700 years. It's never too late to pick up the tab.
Oh, brr! How do people living in all this snow celebrate anything? Oh, one thing's for sure, though. Where there's a celebration... Oh, wait a sec. That person over there, all in black. Surely they're... The Interastral... You still don't remember? Never mind, it's not that important. There's only one way to find out. Hi! Do you work for the Interastral Peace Corp?
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out?
To take us out?
Take them out? Just hang tight for a Glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Topaz, an investment expert from the Interastral Peace Corporation. You'll have to forgive my colleague here. People skills aren't his strong suit.
Phew! You scared the life out of me! We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for more Oh, right. We should probably introduce ourselves. I'm March 7th, a passenger of the Astral Express. You may have heard of it? And this is my friend and fellow passenger.
No kidding. I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into 2 nameless here. Fate is such a curious thing. I heard that Eurilo 6 only stepped out of the Stellaron's shadow thanks to the direct intervention of the Trailblazers. Surely you two aren't...
Huh? Jeez, can you be a little more humble?
I never imagined I'd run into living legends here. Must be your lucky day, huh, Numby?
Wow, Miss Topaz. You're really young for an IPC executive. That's impressive.
More good luck, I suppose. But it's not as cushy as you think. Scurrying from one side of the galaxy.
Huh. Your job sounds pretty similar to the Express cruise. Oh, Branya moves fast. The crisis is only just over and she's already opened talks with the IPC.
These talks aren't exactly what you might expect. But I have to agree. The Supreme Guardian definitely knows how to govern a city. Miss March, you said you were on your way to Belobog festivities, right?
Don't be sorry. It's not like we're in a rush. Want to come to the city with us? The snow plains are freezing.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. It's my first time on this world. I'd like to take... Who knows? Maybe we'll cross paths again during the celebrations. Oh, here's my contact information.
Wow, I actually managed to get an IPC executive's phone number. Me too.
You two make a cute pair. Anyway,
The universe is huge. Yet we somehow stumbled. Come on, let's head into the city. Wow, there are people everywhere. Are you sure we're in Belobog? And now to check out the main event. Hang on a sec. Isn't that Wallace?
Norbert, why don't you tell everyone how you were selling cultural relics and impersonating...
Well,
Ah, I remember. Your uncle is...
do you think I wanted to? I'm not the type of...
Well,
Get off my back, will you?
Looks like things are getting... Is that Pela? Looks like...
Next, I'll be introducing the history of the museum. Belobog's History and Culture Museum. Guess what? Also, those...
Miss Pela, Peter...
Enough! From now on, no...
Sorry.
That's better.
Oh, I never knew... Hey, quick!
Woo! Thanks, everyone! Heartbeat.
Phew. Who'd have thought? Say, I think we could go check out some other...
I understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian. Belobog's current financial burden cannot be pinned on you, nor anyone else for that matter. However, objectively speaking, since Belobog has existed as an independent entity to this day, its debt cannot... Oh, it looks like we have some visitors.
Branya! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
It's no bother. We've pretty much wrapped things up already anyway. Please consider my plans carefully, Supreme Guardian. If Eurilo 6 wants to rebuild its connections with the rest of the galaxy, your credit record with the IPC will be of great importance.
You've made yourself clear, Miss Topaz. I'll require some time to consider my next course of action.
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out... I'm sorry our business got in the way of a reunion with old friends. I'll get out of your way.
Is everything alright, Branya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so... intense.
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Belobog. I'd planned a special reception, but there's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth... Since you've already made her acquaintance, I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion, 700 years... It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were lost. Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Eurilo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster. And among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something They sought out architects who refused to leave. Those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC provided these architects. It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible story. So, does the...
Yes, I'm afraid.
That's ridiculous! And what's with the timing? What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us
According to her account, the repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years. The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, it wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered...
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
And the interest. An astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers. Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed,
I had no idea things were like this. Here... Right. We need to figure out how to help them.
You seem to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they... I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the fest. Now, I must ask you and the Astral Express for help.
Have no fear, Branya. When a friend's in need... Yeah, after all...
Thank you so much, both of you. While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I...
Oh, hey! I just remembered. Topaz gave me her number. We might as well just be Okay, got it. We better think about what we're gonna say.
It's you two again. This is the third time Why, of course I will. Meeting friends from the What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from it portrays a certain kind of sorrow, you know? Not your... It's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant... Not at all. The analysis of an efficient... The Express has visited many worlds. I suppose what I'm trying to say is... What I'm
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but...
Oh? A collaboration between our two...
Not exactly.
Let's walk and talk. This way. Most exhibits in this museum are of little value. But, with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough, so to speak.
Miss Topaz, Branya's already told us about Belobog's debt situation.
Oh. You two are closer than I expected with her. So, how can I help? Not sure in the arrangement? Or...
help me out here. You know I'm not...
You're so direct. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how... However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I appreciate each case has its difficulties. But if I treated... I've heard that before. The Strategic Investment Department is well-versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor, but Eurillo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the... Oops! Almost gave away trade secrets there. The exhibits here are pretty ordinary, I estimate.
So you're basically saying the Belobogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life.
I'm not sure it's as poetic as that.
Wow, look! Is that little critter native to Eurilo 6? It's so white and fluffy. Where can I find a live one? I absolutely adore them. Have you guys met Numby yet? Come to think of it, this little guy is on display here, probably.
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it... Rania invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now...
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no...
So you're saying there's nothing to worry?
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. But, to answer your question directly, it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Eurilo 6 project, no matter...
This isn't going as planned.
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere? Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me.
So, what now? We spent... You sure? I really don't think she'll change her mind. I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as for all these vested interests, did someone send you a message? Huh? Seriously? Topaz was just talking about taking the... Again? I guess complaining won't get us anywhere. Let's go lend...
Come on! Can't we stay out a little longer?
Zila!
Hey! Am I glad to see you two here? Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few Wildfire members got minor Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything we have. You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out. Hey! Just because you have fancy equipment doesn't mean you can bully us! Who do you think you are? What's the matter? Got nothing to say?
What's going on inside the mine? Any ideas?
A few miners made it out earlier. They look pretty panicked. These uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. Who?
We were just talking to her in the museum. Do you think her cronies are acting without her authorization?
The person you're talking about, are they in charge of the people in black? Potaz, Pazto, whatever her name is, she can wait. Right now, the most important thing is to free those trapped in the Great Mine. Are you two with me? Hey, you two! Cat got your tongue or something? If you knew what was best...
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day. What's the...
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
So it's you! You're the one. Do you even know who you're talking to? If you're...
I can't let you pass. My team leader said...
Team leader? You're even low.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me.
IPC? Interviews? No need to waste our breath on this idiot.
Is that all?
Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
Years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Here is thunder!
Your end approaches.
That's it? He sure took off.
17 rounds of interviews and the...
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's set off when you're... Ready for action? It's time to... Let's get moving.
Hello, it's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And this cute little girl...
hello, miss.
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
Huh? But if...
She is not a guest. Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
So, it seems my source was right. Who would have thought that such a strong bond could exist between...
You bear the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What?
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style. Eurillo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. No one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless, nor... I only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurillo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the...
That's simple. I'll show you.
This is...
source code. Or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control... I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by... I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons. This is my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups. I'll convince them that Eurillo 6 has a place in the company's but first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined as the... What are your intentions for the...
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact. Using a...
I understand.
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as...
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates that you... Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force if I refuse to cooperate.
Your calculations are... Here's to our future cooperation. If...
the miners here, huddled together.
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that in—
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little trot?
What? Isn't that thing a—
The IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's not that surprising. Sounds like you two are getting along. What's Numby saying? Seriously? You...
Look, you guys. Looks like it—
looks like they want to find their master. Let's...
Help! Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Hey, I'm talking to you.
I really...
This place is filled with nothing.
Those cowards!
Is that all?
Is that it here? It's thunder! Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
The fight is set. Too little.
Conflict is pitiless!
I told you they were sick.
Uh-huh. Looks like Numby's in a good mood.
But aren't they on the IPC side? Strange.
Look! That big guy...
Well...
Huh? Where'd Numby go?
Wow. For something so short and stubby, they're surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that. We're on our own now. Let's keep going. Hey, you! Are you in charge around here?
All local. The IPC is currently conducting...
Don't lie to us! You seized them. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences.
And who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction. You know Topaz? It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation in cases where debtors fail to repay within a set time frame.
You know, it's funny how the rules always seem to work in your favor, don't you think?
Don't blame me. I'm simply...
Save your breath, March. I never... Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful?
If I knew things were gonna get... Anyway, since you seem intent on settling this matter with...
cold, hardens the will. We shall never fall! Is that all?
Here is thunder!
Your end approaches.
Gotta get those vitamins!
It'll heal.
Radiant spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
Make good the loss! Well timed. Savor it in my place.
What's in your prescription?
Is that all? Years of cold, hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Conflict is pitiless!
Is that all?
Fail to send you.
Here is thunder! Radiant spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
The die is cast. Years of cold, hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Trifling. Conflict is pitiless!
The fight is set. Savor it in my place.
What's in your prescription?
It'll heal. Is that all?
Here is thunder! Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
Years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Make good the loss. Fail to send you.
Is that all?
Look, listen, feel, kick!
Conflict is pitiless. Here is thunder.
Is that all?
Savor it for me.
What's in your prescription?
Who are you people?
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and Fantilia. Did you really think...
Darn it. I'm all out of...
Sir, we've just received word from the...
Director Topaz?
Teams are not to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period. Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%!
60%? We're done for! Attention all personnel! Evacuate the mine immediately! Erase all traces of your presence!
So, are we all...
Yeah. Judging... So, who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no...
it's a...
Debt?
You should probably ask
Why did this mess have to happen so close to...
Oh, looks like we've got a message. I get the feeling Branya's worried about something. Are you coming with us, Zila?
Branya messaged you, which means she thinks you...
Got it, Zila. We'll do what we can to help. Come on, to Klipoth Ford!
Guardian, proceed no further. Miss Topaz.
Belobog might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket. See you later, Captain.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. It couldn't have been easy running all of...
That's what friends are for, Branya. You...
I'm fine. I just... They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their agents. All they... Silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have... Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
to get in touch with Topaz again?
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. Look.
It's...
the contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please take a look at the contents. And then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Branya, if you'll permit me to call you that. In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel. But in reality, my home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only strike. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. 2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the change. I am writing to you, Miss Branya. I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value. How many generations of Belabogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future Guardian will be as prudent and... I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, I can understand that for you, this is an extreme... But because of this, I believe that you will make...
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
I'm inclined to agree. It's hard to imagine she wrote that letter just to In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be this planet's fate. The civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands. This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone. That thought has crossed my mind.
Right. I don't think it's fair for you to carry the...
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. I wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both the Overworld and I'll convene the Klapothfort architects immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts. Yes,
We've got your back. We failed to convince
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
All right. If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from
You know what I mean.
Well, look who we have here! You and March paying us a visit. What's the occasion? Uh-oh, sounds like something serious is happening. What? How is that?
Serval, we're...
It's okay.
What? Hold on, are you serious?
Surprised? Myri's signing this contract would mean we no longer have to worry about surviving. As for working for the company, people need to work no matter where they are, right? I've always longed for the stars since I was a child, which is why I devoted...
I see. Thanks for your input.
careful, Nat. Don't.
We meet again. Uh-oh. Sounds serious. Really? You better not be...
I wish it were made up. We don't have much time, Pela.
Wait, you're telling me I... Okay, if it were up to me...
Huh.
I've looked at some of the climate reports, and based on the data I've seen, it'll take 3 or... And that's assuming no other disasters occur. Building a better world for future generations sounds...
I see. So, compared to... Thanks for your
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been a while. I didn't think you'd be back in... It's been pretty hectic in the city lately. You need my opinion? So that's who they are. The Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure. Is there...
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on...
Why, I'd refuse the contract. Just look at them. Arrogant, stomping around here as if they own the place. How can such faced with this sort of coercion? We must resist them with all... You must warn the Madam Guardian not to allow herself to fall...
A soldier... Thanks for your input. I'll make...
What brings you two to the underworld? Seems a little out of...
No stress, Nat.
I've thought about it, and I won't deny, but even so, a quote I read back in school came to me just now. Living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true. I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains than live in a beautiful cage.
Wow. That's another vote for the against pile.
None other than the saviors of... But I can tell by the... Let me get... Well, ask away. I see. That's a tricky situation, all right. Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambition. If this IPC does indeed possess the magical power to restore Belobog back, have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor. And with the added burden of what worries me the most is how Lady Bronya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand?
Huh. I guess I never looked at it from that. Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Oleg.
Miss March, big sister, what brings you to the underworld?
Hey there, Clara. Is
Mr. Sparrow?
What?
I'm not sure.
What now? Sparrow? True.
Huh? Miss March?
It's all right, Clara. Nope.
I think if we have it because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, just taking away people's dreams like that.
You're right. Oh, thanks, Clara. All that running around has worn. So, the votes are completely even. Oh, right! She's probably still in the Great Mine.
Back so soon? Are you feeling all right? I can tell from your tone that this is... I think I get it.
Yeah, you didn't think the future.
Right.
As it stands, the vote.
In that case...
What?
I've thought about it. No matter the choice she makes, she has far greater foresight than I do. The vote is tied.
Understood, Zila. This is a difficult decision to make. It's time.
Right. If she asks you.
Well, it's... Right? I'm glad Bella... Fort's packed. I've never seen this many people here before. Oh, jeez, I can barely even hear myself think.
March, you're back. So, what's the verdict?
We talked to people in both the overworld and the...
I see. What was Zila's perspective on them? I should have known. That sounds like...
Did you come to a conclusion with the ministers?
It's pretty much the same situation here. The time has come to make a decision.
How could you
Enough! All of you! I know what to do.
Wait! I have something to say to the Supreme Guardian.
But... aren't you...
Himeko? Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
It's the real me, March. Real as they come.
Miss Himeko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you for all your help in our previous campaign. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome.
I understand, Miss Rania. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant intel. I hesitate to call it a solution, but I might have. It is my hope that with this information, you will be better equipped as the Supreme Guardian to make a wise and informed decision.
Information? Please, tell me what you know, Miss Himeko.
I happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of Belobog is the only way of ensuring the city's survival. But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
You mean
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable risks. According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds using the IPC's technology is 63%.
Only 63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
This is the overall average across all IPC projects. The success rate of projects personally handled by Topaz is above 80%. She's undoubtedly one of the most capable people in her field. I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light. I think it's only fair that you know all the facts before making a decision. Ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Himiko. This information is of great help. Regardless of how alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader, I cannot let the future of Belobog hinge on a roll of the dice.
Now that you've decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Ron.
Astro friends, I have an idea, but for it to work, I'll need everyone's cooperation. I need some time to rally all the residents in the city, and then I'll meet with Topaz again. Please locate her for me. It doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still trying to take over Belobog's assets...
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find her. It won't be easy dealing with her, but these two will help me get the job done.
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
Shepard should be waiting for us in Rivet Town. Here we go again.
Little longer?
The Supreme Guardian has briefed me on the situation and asked that I assist you in locating Topaz. Ready to enter Rivet Town? We'll go in together when everyone is set. Keep your guards up. We might run into IPC agents.
Destination reached.
Wow, would you look at that? But I don't see any mech or weapons. This place is completely surrounded by...
Affirmative. The weapons are concealed within the towering rock formation.
No wonder we couldn't find the automaton factory. Wait a minute. You said these weapons have been hidden here from the very beginning? That means the architects of Eurillo 6...
Correct. After the IPC departed from this world more than 700 years ago, no one has possessed the necessary knowledge for activating these weapons. The architects used the IPC blueprints to construct replica automatons. However, the overwhelming majority of the combatants, commanded by Elisa Rand.
I see. The stories about this world are...
I would like to ask you a question, Topaz.
You're awful polite for a big robot. Ask.
If the IPC does not intervene, this world is doomed. Are you convinced of this conclusion beyond any doubt?
Yes. I've gone through countless case studies, and they all point to the same conclusion. On the surface, things may appear to be getting better since the Astral Express lent a helping hand. But sooner or later, the underlying a looming crisis can often lie hidden beneath the illusion of prosperity.
Understood.
Understood. That's it? You don't have any thoughts on the matter?
Emotional readings indicate that your response is sincere and accurate. That is all I wish to confirm regarding this matter. While my opinion on the future of this planet may differ from yours, it ultimately holds no weight. I am merely a tool, not a decision maker.
Huh. If only my colleagues had the same self-awareness as you. Come on, Numby. We've got some assessing to do.
Topaz disappeared after leaving Rivet Town. In her absence, her subordinates flooded in.
The IPC soldiers are well equipped. It wouldn't...
You're right, Miss Himiko. We'll be using the automaton stealth bomb.
Automaton...
I'll explain later. Let's get moving.
Look, down there! It's the...
Keep noise to a minimum, everyone. It's time to deploy the automatons. Are you ready? Use the automaton stealth bomb to... Remember, try to avoid being noticed. Remaining hidden will increase.
what you call efficiency.
It's a shame we had to resort to this method, but we had no choice.
You Silvermane guards.
I've seen standard issue robots like these before. It's an IPC.
Correct. The exterior is similar to the Grizzly. Hopefully the automaton stealth bomb will still be effective. Are you ready? Use the Remember, try to avoid being noticed. Remaining hidden. To be honest, I didn't think it would be so powerful. This is the road that Topaz took.
Let's find her. And tell her...
This time, the glove... Mr. Svarog? Are you all right?
Greetings, outsiders. System functions are normal. I have had no conflict with the... Such a result would be Topaz is ahead. She had the means to force me from her perspective. The only way to preserve Belobog is by incorporating it while it is unlikely.
Unlikely potential?
Don't worry, March. The Express never pursues conflict as a first means. But if it comes down to it...
Himiko's right. As long as we can look at ourselves in the mirror... Why would Topaz come here? Is she looking for something?
It's possible. Many mysteries lurk beneath the surface of this world.
Oh, hey there, slowpokes. I was starting to think you weren't gonna show up. This lady next to Miss March looks oddly familiar.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Topaz. I'm Himiko, the Astral Express's navigator.
Oh, wow! I remember now. The illustrious Miss Himiko. Some of my colleagues dream about meeting you. Of course! The Nameless have quite the reputation. You're following in the footsteps of the great...
I'm pleased to see how well everyone's been getting along. Topaz, based on your greeting,
Of course! The deadline has already passed, but Branya still hasn't signed the contract. I think I can guess what's holding her.
Please, don't misunderstand us, Miss Topaz. We have no intention of opposing the IPC or its board of directors. But we have very dear friends on Eurillo 6. Standing idly by and watching them sign an unfair contract goes against everything the Nameless are about.
Miss Himiko, sorry for interrupting.
We needn't waste our time, March. She made her decision 10 minutes.
There's no fooling the Astral Express. You're absolutely right. Differing views don't necessarily mean one person is right and the other is wrong.
Huh? What do you mean?
My superiors have granted me the approval I need. I wish. So many eager faces. Approval to launch an attack on the members of the Astral Express. The best kept secret to getting something over the line? Always be ready to turn the tables. Go, Numby. Projects under my wing have no room for error.
Here is thunder!
Years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
The fight is set. Make good the loss.
Trifling. Conflict is pitiless. Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
The die is cast.
Here is thunder!
Look, listen, feel, kick!
Is that all? Trifling.
Fail to send you. Savor it in my place.
What's in your prescription?
It'll heal.
Conflict is pitiless.
Gotta get those vitamins!
Kind. Here is thunder! Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
Years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Your end approaches. Fail to send you.
The die is cast.
Make good the loss. Savor it in my place.
What's in your prescription?
Conflict is pitiless.
Years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall! Is that all? It'll heal.
Look, listen, feel, kick!
Here is thunder! Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy! Was that it? Here, this thunder! Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
Incredible. No wonder the Astral Express is so highly regarded. Finished warming up? Now it's my turn.
Stop! All of you, put down your weapons!
Branya! You're here just in time. Things were about to get out of control.
Supreme Guardian. I was starting to wonder whether you'd left the Express crew to fend for themselves. That would hardly be becoming of you.
I would never do such a thing. There was an important matter that required my attention.
More important than this?
Yes. I think you'll understand the significance once you see it. In short, I need
help you? That's interesting. I was under the impression you'd already decided to obstruct our operations here.
I have read your letter word for word, Miss Topaz. And your childhood experiences truly touched me. Your hometown once experienced a similar catastrophe to Yarilo 6. So I can understand your perspective on the issue and the position you have taken. It's because of this empathy you have that I still hold out a glimmer of hope. Despite all that's happened, I hope we can still find common ground through peaceful means.
I have to admit, talking to you is always such a pleasure. I apologize for my behavior just now. It was, inappropriate. I admire your determination, seeing as we've come, this far. I've changed my mind. I'll hold off a little longer and see what you have to show me. But remember, winning over the higher-ups won't be easy.
I understand. That's why I've been taking things one step at a time. The first step was changing your mind. Members of the Express, we'll need your help too.
What a dismal sight. This district.
Kyle, sorry for the delay. Are we clear to proceed?
The path ahead is clear, Madam Guardian. You and your companions can proceed north without hindrance.
Excellent. The mountain road ahead is a little treacherous. Watch your step. Let's go.
What is this place? We've never been here before, right?
We've only recently discovered this domain. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to show you is just ahead. Look, the people of Belobog have not given up. I just want to give them a chance. Do you two recognize that broken down machine over there? I thought you might. Miss Topaz, I know you've done a lot of research into Belobog. I was wondering if there was any information on the engine of creation in your records?
Not at all. Which is why I find it so incredible. Such a massive feat of engineering, yet there's not a single mention of it in any of the Strategic Investment Department's reports.
I may know the reason why. The engine of creation was constructed solely by the people of Belobog, without any external assistance. The project was led by the first Supreme Guardian, Alyssa Rand. While warriors fought on the front lines, the engineers worked tirelessly behind the scenes, designing and constructing it.
So what you're saying is, the engine of creation was a weapon constructed by the Belabogians themselves?
Yes, but not entirely. The engine of creation was commissioned for combat shortly after its completion, and played a significant role in the battles against the Legion. But Alyssa Rand had a long-term vision, one that nobody anticipated. For a long time, this feat of engineering was codenamed the Geological Reconstruction Unit. It was actually given a much grander purpose: to help the Belabogians rebuild their homeland and restore their world to its former glory, after driving away all those who threatened it.
Remarkable. A vision that would transcend both time and generations. Not to take away from the Supreme Guardian in front of me.
Thank you. But I didn't really do anything. All I did was bring the people of Belobog together and make them aware that our hard-earned freedom was under immense threat. If we want to preserve this freedom, we must act and show those who doubt us that we, Belobog, have the will and the ability to control our own destiny. The outcome of our mobilization speaks for itself. The children of Belobog have made their decision.
I must say, I didn't anticipate this at all. I'll fight for this opportunity for you, Branya. I shouldn't have conflated your own circumstances with... My world never had a resolute leader, so people gave up on the idea of saving themselves long ago.
Then, are you willing to retract your previous decision? As for the debt, we'll find a way to gradually repay it.
Unfortunately, the acquisition of Eurillo 6 is a strategic decision that's been approved by the IPC's top brass. Unless...
Don't worry, Miss Topaz. Myself and all of the Nameless aboard the Astral Express are willing to vouch for this world.
Fantastic. That might just work. As for the, report, I'll handle it.
Miss Topaz, you mentioned accountability.
Don't worry, it's nothing I can't handle. There are more important things than titles and ranks. Finding the best solution is what matters most. If that's what they want to do, then so be it. I've long passed the stage of working just for money.
Thank you so much for all you've done. I never thought we'd drag the Express into a crisis again, much less one that might cause a rift between you and the IPC.
Rift? I wouldn't go that far. Also, it's me who's mostly to blame. 17? Oh! I think I might know who you're you could say he's, a special case.
I'm glad, well, you all need some rest after everything you've been through, Miss Topaz.
I appreciate the offer, but it's been great getting to know you both. I hope we can work together again in the future.
Are there other matters?
I've been wondering, how did you figure out what was happening here on Belobog, Himeko?
March was looking forward to the Soul Warm Festival for 8. I never thought this trip would be so...
In light of the events that have transpired, we will be taking the following disciplinary measures against you. Your rank will be demoted from P45 to P44 with corresponding adjustment to your basic salary. All bonuses for the current cycle will be revoked, including stock options and performance bonuses. You will need to submit an additional report regarding this incident to Diamond. If you have any objections to this penalty, you may also file an appeal in writing.
I have no objection.
Understood. Is there anything else anyone would like to add? If there are no further remarks, this meeting...
You only got demoted 1 rank? Phew! You dodged a bullet there. Pretty big project to mess up on. Someone must be looking out for you. Oh, they've already left the call. Ugh, this voice changer is driving me crazy.
Let me turn it off.
Aventurine, why are you still on the line?
Hey, what's with the hostility? It's not like I'm your boss. Oh, wait. I guess I am now. My apologies. I'm still getting used to my new place in the hierarchy.
Can I help you? If you've got something to say...
Oh, nothing important. Just checking in on you. I told you Eurillo 6 would be a high-risk, low-reward case. In our line of work, having a kind heart can be more of a liability than an asset.
Anything else? If not...
Wait. Hold on a minute. Don't hang up. I get it. While you were enjoying your playtime on Eurillo 6, Diamond was busy taking care of the head honcho of the Building Material Logistics Department. That's right. The renowned Teravan. One of the 7 board members. He's throwing his support behind us instead of the Marketing Development Department for once. Diamond's been a great help to both of us. Your antics on such a crucial day can't exactly have painted the Strategic Investment Department in a... Since you get the point, let's get down to business. I'm currently at Pierpoint. There's a major deal that could affect the whole department.
Huh. And what prompted the mighty Aventurine to start...
Penacony. What else?
What?
That's right.
Hold on a minute. Diamond picked you for this project? I was expecting someone like Opal or...
Honestly, who knows? The family has some pretty questionable characters. If you ask me, doing business with them is a lost cause. But as we both know, the IPC does more than just business deals. Guess it's my time to shine. So, how about it?
I'll get back to you later. Seems like... I hope I made the right decision this time. This snow is mesmerizing.